Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of CSGO News. I hope you all enjoyed. As always, let's get right into the stories. And our first one comes from Team FaZe and the FaZe CSGO captain, which is FaZe Maikelele, who actually came out 2 days ago and said after MLG Columbus wrapped up that he would be leaving Team FaZe and their CSGO team and no longer playing with them. And it really kind of struck the CSGO community, took us all by surprise, because they didn't perform too terribly in MLG Columbus. Obviously not up to the standards we expected of Team FaZe, and again, the branding behind the team, which, promotes a really good CSGO team, but still, no one expected this. He took to Twitter and said he'd be leaving the team, and again, everyone was shocked and surprised, and we really want to kind of figure out if there was a falling out in the team. We will not know. He didn't want to make a statement until he got back home. He was going to make a statement about why he officially wanted to leave the team, and from now on, he will not be playing with Team FaZe. So it really took the whole CSGO community by shock and surprise, and here's more on that. After finishing in the first 8 teams out, actually the 9th through 12th placing teams in the MLG Columbus tournament, this is what FaZe Maikelele had to say on Twitter, announcing once he got home he'd be announcing why he officially left FaZe. And then he also came out on this and eventually said no idea how long he'd have to wait for his next game and which team it would be. So again, kind of taking us all back for a little bit and wondering who could possibly pick up Maikelele. Again, being a FaZe captain, he has a lot of experience to be held and could be definitely valuable to another team. Then, also announced today, Fnatic Olofmeister is hurt, and here's a little more on that story. And just this morning, confirmed on Twitter by Fnatic's JW, the whole team will be missing DH Malmo, an open qualifier coming up next week, and a pretty big tournament actually because of Olofmeister's wrist injury. Now again, we're not really sure whether he had this wrist injury throughout MLG Columbus or whether he's succumbed to that later this week or through travel. And they would also be announcing as a team their replacement or their stand-in, and kind of a huge announcement because this means that Fnatic Olofmeister might be out for quite some time, or at least it sounds like. And because of this, Team G2 actually got invited in their place for DH Malmo, a pretty big thing, but some fans were actually quite angry about this, saying G2 didn't deserve it, but that's how things work out sometimes. So, connecting our first 2 big stories today, we have FaZe Maikelele, the CSGO or the former CSGO captain of Team FaZe, who is no longer playing with their CSGO team, and now we have Fnatic, who now needs a stand-in for for a few tournaments before Olaf comes back from his injury, his wrist injury. I don't know why he had a wrist injury, but you have this former team captain with a lot of experience. I don't know if he would play well with that CSGO team of Fnatic and how their playstyle works, if that all meshes. I'm sure there's a lot more that goes into it than just, oh, good player, good team, go together. But you never know, Maikelele might be a stand-in for FaZe, for Fnatic in the future. That'd be kind of cool to see. But also, in the news, some fluff stories and cool stuff. And really quick, just some pictures from the previous week of MLG Columbus. Here was Olofmeister making a funny joke about NIP, who was looking, of course, because Pith couldn't make it to MLG. They were looking for a replacement, so Olofmeister volunteered with this picture to be a stand-in and play for both teams. What a generous guy. Also, next up, we had FaZe Mojo on the plane on the way to MLG Columbus, trying to take a pee during turbulence, and that was this face that he actually put on for that. Obviously, really scared there. And finally, a really cool thing we had was a big NIP fan, I can't remember the kid's name, actually posted this on Twitter and had made a personalized Get Right AK. Now I'm not really sure if this is a super expensive airsoft gun or really cheap looking actual AK, but either way it looks really cool, and again, a really cool thing. Probably the fan picture of the week right here. I must have taken quite some time. I don't know if he just scribbled it in. It's not the coolest looking thing, but then again, it's decent. Now I realize how dumb that was. I'm pretty sure that was a fake AK or an airsoft gun that he just kind of scribbled in and made really look really cool with all those markers and stuff, because I don't think a kid is supposed to own a rifle. That'd be kind of funny though. Really ironic if it was somehow a real AK. Obviously, I don't know if that's funny. I don't know. Anyway, as always, I hope you all enjoyed this episode of CSGO News. Leave a comment down below what news I should share next, guys. I do have some great topics coming up later next week and later this week as well. Now, I do want to hint at them right now. They do involve Semler and Anders Bloom. I want to find out more about these 2 guys and what the CSGO community has been saying about them, whether it's true or not. And I've also had some stories involving Fliff and Robin, other CSGO casters. A lot of drama going on with CSGO casters that I want to share with all of you and kind of, bring to the surface some of those things. But I don't know, it's a sketchy area to go into. As always, live, love, laugh a lot. Remember, I like you. I'll see you on a couple days. Goodbye. Okay.